Morning, grade 12. We're going to do 4.1 of the trial exam from last year. This question involves it's quite a lot actually to read, but basically it's a text file which has 3 items in it: a name and a video code and a length. And on activate event of the program, the code has been given already to actually read from a text file and put in two arrays, AR profiles and AR minutes, the names and the minutes, even though it was in the seconds in the text file, but they've converted to minutes in the onActivate event and put it into AR minutes as integers. So what you're given is 2 global arrays, AR profiles and AR minutes. When you run the program, you'll be able to see there's the output, question 4.1. The string grid over here is for 4.2, so don't worry about that for now. We'll do that tomorrow. Today is this one, 4.1. So it's displayed the array as it stands over there. Inside sort and remove, we have to go and sort and remove. So in order to get there, remember you have your menu component over here, and you click the plus sign next to menu and you'll see 4.1 and 4.2. You just double click. Fortunately they have done it. Now in the code, we have to first sort both parallel arrays, AR profiles and AR minutes, in alphabetical order according to profile names. So let's do that first. We have 2 variables we use for sorting, grade 11 work. And because we are sorting 2 arrays, one is an integer and one is a integer array and the other one is a string array, we have 2 temporary variables, one for the string array and one for the integer array. The AR minutes as integers and AR profiles as string. Okay, oh gosh. Okay, so here we go. For k equals 1 to r count ARR, the number of boxes, minus 1 do, and for L equals k plus 1 to r count ARR, do, simple. Then we say if ARR profiles, remember we're dealing with AR profiles k, if that is greater than AR profiles L, remember to get k and L right there with the greater than sign. If you use the less than, you have L and then k. We are doing alphabetical order, in other words from the smallest to the highest. So if k, which is box number 1, if it's greater than L, which is box number 2, then you want to swap them. So we say stemp equals AR profiles box number k, and then we allocate AR profiles. Even if you make stemp equal L, you must go and give it a value. AR profiles box number k must then be equal to AR profiles box number L. And then we say AR profiles box number L equals stemp. Now you have to do the same swapping algorithm for the other array, AR minutes. Of course, with this other array we have to use itemp and AR minutes. Remember to use your autofill handle here when you write exams. It helps to make writing code quicker. As you can see, I'm separating the 2. Between begin and end you have to do 2 swaps. Okay, 2 swapping algorithms for 2 different parallel arrays. Right, so that's that done. Okay, we call display so we can see it. The next thing that we have to do is delete. Remove all details of the profile name Don Doe from both arrays. Well, we use our delete algorithm, but as you can see in the example, Don Doe is the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 items. So we're going to delete the first item in the array 7 times. We delete the first one, and then everything moves up, and we delete the first one again. Remember our deleting algorithm. Let me see if I can get it for you quickly. I have a spreadsheet. Oh no, I don't have a spreadsheet, sorry. But you know how to do the deleting algorithm. Remember, we used a, we move up one to delete, you move up the items, and we're going to move up 7 times. And each time it's going to be, sorry, not that one, each time it's going to be the first box. So this is a representation of the array, and you can actually see it when you run the program. We'll see what the array looks like after we sorted it. There, we've sorted it now, and Don Doe is the first 7 boxes. So guess what? We're going to use delete 7 times. There's no removing duplicates involved here. You don't have to remove duplicates, although it will be a very long process. So I'm going to say for k equals 1 to 7, I'm going to delete 7 times. So how do we delete? Well, basically we use a for loop, and our position, the position we're deleting is number 1, position number 1. So I'm using another for L equals 1, the position that I want to delete, the item number is going to be item number 1, minus 1, do, and I have to do it on both arrays. I can't just do it on one. I have to move up both arrays. So ARR profiles box number L will be equal to ARR profiles box number L plus 1. That's what I'm doing. I have to move them up 1. I mean move box number 2 into box number 1's place, and box number 3 into box number 2's place, and so on. And we do the same with the other array, ARR minutes. Okay, so you have to do it for both arrays, and then we decrement our count ARR. In other words, our count ARR equals our count ARR minus 1, because we are basically, you know, we're moving things up 7 times. So we'll decrement 7 times, and then we can call display if you want to see if it works, and then we'll see that it does work. Those 7 boxes in the top have been removed, because each time we moved the position number 1. See, we did it 7 times. That was a trick. Now we have to write this resulting array to a text file. So we need a text file variable. We don't need a string, because we're going to use compile a string. So when you want to create a text file, let's say create a text file called revise.txt, so you need to assign file, that text file variable, to a text file called revise.txt, and then we rewrite. To create the text file, rewrite my file, and now because we're using a 2 arrays, we've got to use our for loop counter for k equals 1 to our count ARR. Do not, I'm sure, I don't know whether I mentioned, but our count ARR is the global variable that holds the number of boxes for both of these arrays. Remember, they're parallel, so you only need one counter. This 2D array you're using 4.2, so you don't have to worry about that for now. Okay, so we're back to our writing. So we're going to write ln my file, comma, and then the string ARR profiles, square brackets k, join that to a semicolon, because that's what they want, a semicolon in between that, and then the length of the video in minutes, which is ARR minutes. But remember, ARR minutes is an integer array, so we have to convert ARR minutes to string into string ARR minutes. Okay, and then we better, at the end here, we better say close file my file, otherwise you won't have anything written anyway. And that close file is 1 mark 2 that you will lose if you don't write close file at the end of writing. Okay, so let's see if this works. And we click sort and remove. Okay, that's all there. Let's go and check our text file if it has got it. Yep, everything's there. exactly as it should be. Alright, so now you try this on your own without looking.